Welcome. I'm Avalon.
And I'm Aurora.
And we welcome you here tonight. What we're going to do, we're just going to take a few minutes just to center ourselves and wait for a few more people to join us.
So grab your tea, grab your coffee, grab a warm beverage or some plain old water. Come join us. But for now, we're just going to keep it calm and just kind of center ourselves before we get into this. It's a good practice to do.
It is for sure. And perhaps we're not sure if the volume is good here. Maybe if somebody could just give us a quick comment so we can see if the volume is good for you guys.
Yeah. We want to make sure you guys can hear us without having to put it right up to your ear. Nicole, can you hear us good? Volume is good. Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I'm just going to close my eyes. We will recognize everybody afterwards, but we're just going to close our eyes and just center ourselves while some more people. Yeah, so you could either join us or whichever.
Are you good?
Yeah, I think so. And I think we have, I'm sorry, my eyesight is very poor. Is that, yeah, we're at 9 viewers now, so I think we could start. I think most of those that had said, oh, now we're at 10. So hi, welcome to everybody who's joining us.
We welcome all our Facebook family, and we welcome those who have joined us from Instagram. We welcome our literal family who are joining us tonight. So the way that this evening is going to go, I'm going to talk a little bit about chakras, and I want to talk about how that goes in with planning, because this is mainly for the planning community.
Yeah.
And then we're going to talk about the rose quartz.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which we have right here.
Yes, it's a beautiful stone. And then, let me see, then at the end we will definitely do some questions and answers. So if there's anything that you want to ask, maybe save them till the end, because the camera is really far from us. We can't see very well.
Hence the glasses, so I really, I can see a few people have said hi.
Yes.
So talk amongst each other, get to know one another while you listen to this video, and like Avalon had said, we'll answer some questions at the end.
Absolutely. So the reason that we're doing chakras tonight is for some of you who may have bought our weekly kits. You'll have noticed, well, you will all be familiar with that I put a crystal sheet in with each one of them. And also on that crystal sheet, there is a little tiny sticker. Actually, I have to come closer, you can't see this. A little tiny sticker there, very colorful sticker. And people are going, what the heck? What is that for?
A dart game reminder?
Yeah. So it was actually to serve a purpose, and it was to remind us to balance our chakras. And we had some questions on what are chakras, how we can use them, and how we can keep them in balance. And so that's where we're going to start off with tonight.
I'm excited because this is something that I have been asking about, because I'm still unsure. I know the concept of it, but not everything. So I'm excited to learn along with all of you guys. So this is exciting.
Okay.
Let's go, Avalon.
Let's get this on the road. Hey?
Yes.
Okay, so the first thing is we all have a physical body, as you know.
Yes.
Okay, so when we get up in the mornings, get the kids off to school, at some point in the morning, we'll go and check our reflection.
Yes.
Yes, we'll brush our hair, brush our teeth, and we'll do all of that, right? So we have a name, we know what we look like. We all have our own little jobs and things that we do.
That's right.
But we are far more than just our physical bodies.
There's so much more going on inside.
Absolutely.
That an inside will affect our outside.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely. And so what these are is they're called chakras.
Okay.
Okay, and they are, chakra means wheel. So it's like a spinning energy vortex.
Do you know where chakra derives from by chance?
It's Sanskrit.
Sorry?
Sanskrit. So
Sanskrit, okay.
kind of like the East Indian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like the Hindus, maybe? Or
It
not
could
quite?
be. It could be. I mean, I don't think it's related to any particular religion. There's many, many different names for the same thing.
Gotcha.
Okay. So, I mean, have you ever woken up in the morning and one day you just feel just like so energized, full of creativity, and and then the next day you wake up and you're tired and you're cranky, but nothing's changed. Nothing exterior has changed to you.
All the time.
Right?
Guilty. Yep.
Those are your chakras. That's the
Okay.
inside system that's working for you.
Okay, so that would mean that I'm like kind of unbalanced if I'm kind of going wonky.
It could be.
Could be. Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna go through more specifics. I actually have like a whole bunch of like little props to show you.
They're so cute. I'm like kind of eyeing them over here.
I actually might have to come closer to the screen to show. But
Scooch.
where did I want to go with that? Okay, so these energy vortexes, they affect us in so many ways. They affect our physical body. What we don't realize is that this physical body is directly affected by each of our chakras.
Right, yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
The physical body, and I'll get into that a little bit more, vibrates at a slower rate than all the other chakras. And so that is why our body appears solid. So although we have our chakras,
right,
many of us can't actually see them unless you are quite psychic, or very, very in tune with your body.
Do you see your chakras?
Yes, I do.
See, I don't
see my
see
chakras. I can see other people's chakras. We've heard of auras.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Aura. Okay.
Your aura, would that be the same thing as chakra though?
That's part of your chakra.
Oh.
Okay, so let's break it.
Too far.
Yeah, too far. Let me break it down into simpler terms to begin with.
Okay.
Everyone's heard of the word holistic.
Right.
Okay, so what does holistic mean to you?
Isn't that meaning healthy?
Yeah.
Holistic living, like healthy, organic, kind of like nature in the earth, in tune, like anything that's not materialistic, I guess.
Kind of, yeah. Definitely. Those could be some descriptions.
Okay.
Holistic, if you break it down into 3 words, then that would probably be body, mind, and spirit.
Right.
Okay, so
I've heard those 3. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you're trying to holistically heal yourself, we're talking about our physical body, our mental, our mental mind.
Okay.
And then our emotional body. So and our spirit
body.
Okay, so by saying that, and we can call spirit anything, like we can call spirit, and I'll use these words intermingled. So we can say spirit, we can say soul, we can, in other words, it's called chi. In other places, they call it prana.
Okay, so, I like soul.
Yeah, so
I like saying soul.
Soul. Okay, so basically that is your life force.
Okay, so your soul
is your life force.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the simple version. Okay, but we can break that down even further.
Okay.
And saying, so that's divided into 3.
Right.
Okay, so we can take that a step further.
Okay.
And break it down to 7.
Okay.
Okay, and now I'm gonna explain the 7.
The 7 chakras.
Okay. And this is where my diagram or my little props come in handy.
They're really cute.
They are. Okay, so Danny says this looks like a frog. Okay, this
little bit.
I think I might have to come in closer.
Or crystal ring.
Crystal circle.
Circle.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, we're coming in a little further in, just so you can see.
Oh, but my bum was nice and cozy. I'm on the rug.
I know. We can move back in a minute.
Okay.
Okay. So these aren't frogs. These are beautiful women in a yoga pose.
Spectacular.
Spectacular. Okay. All right. So this one here is representative of our physical body. Okay. Okay. I need to back up just one more thing there. Okay. I need to explain that where our chakras are. Okay.
Right. Yeah. I was just gonna say. Yeah.
Okay. We need to start that first. So the chakras are stacked all along your spinal column.
Here, you do that one, and I'll point to them on here. Yes.
Well, I've actually got another diagram because
Okay.
this is obviously like a 2D, so it's just
Gotcha.
this here.
Okay.
From a bird's eye view, looking down on your spine, this is what you'd see, right?
Oh, I never thought of it. Yeah.
So your spinal column.
So then your chakra's actually a big circle around you, and as you go up, it's like a pillar.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Exactly, because you see, for me, I used to think that they were all on the front of your body.
Well, that's what it's always
because
pictured
that's
that
the way
way.
It's shown, right?
That's right. I thought it was this chakra, this chakra, this chakra. Yes. But it's actually just like this.
It's actually the spinal column, and okay, so these vortexes of energy.
Okay.
Depending on your mood and everything like that. Well, actually, your mood is the vortexes. So they spin round and round and round.
Okay.
Okay, and they go in and out.
In and out.
In and out. So let's say, well, I can get to it in a little bit, but okay, say you've just been hurt, like as in someone has broken your heart.
Okay.
Right? Then your heart chakra, what do you immediately do? You close it. You want it. You want to close it.
You're in defense mode.
You're in defense, right?
I don't want to be
so
hurt.
then at that point, your chakra will literally close.
Okay.
Tight.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So in order for us to be physically healthy, we need all those to be spinning evenly.
Okay.
Okay. And fairly open. Not too open.
Right.
Right? Balance.
Balance.
Balance. Okay.
In moderation.
Okay. So in saying that, every chakra has got like an accompanied color with it. So this is our physical body. This is representative of physical body. Okay.
Okay.
This is the first chakra, and this is located just above your groin area here.
Okay.
Okay.
Down here.
Yeah. And so that one deals with, in the physical parts of your body that will deal with are your feet, your legs, your joints, and all of your waist system.
Is this one isn't the reproductive system, right?
This is not the reproductive system.
That's different. Okay,
yep.
Sorry.
Okay. So yes, so that would be where it would be on your physical. That's how it would relate to your physical body. So those who maybe have aches and pains in their legs, their hips, their feet, their bones, maybe need to look at their root chakra a little bit.
I think I need to look into that one.
Okay, because disease, the word disease, obviously there's a lot to do with our diet, our lifestyle, hereditary, all those things do take, are part of it. But there's a lot to be said for how open and closed the root chakra is.
That would make sense, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, on a physical level, those are the parts of the body that it would deal with. On an emotional level, then that would deal with things like security, how secure you are within yourself.
Self-confidence, in a sense?
That's actually further on up the way. Security would be...
Like, what's your security within oneself? Like,
feeling part of a tribe, your family, feeling secure within yourself.
Oh, so if you're lacking that means you could be unbalanced, which can cause you pains in a sense?
Yes, absolutely. Can actually cause physical
And
pain.
today in our society, that happens to so many of us. We don't have tribes anymore.
That's right.
We don't have that sense of community except for Facebook.
Yes.
And that's great, but...
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
So survival, that's your survival mode.
Okay, right.
Okay, so again, and grounding. If you're feeling uncentered and ungrounded and nervous and scared, then... Okay, just to put this bluntly, when I'm nervous, I run to the bathroom a billion times, right? I get scared. That's because that root chakra, it feels the emotion, because they're all tied in together, and it has a physical effect.
That would make sense, yeah.
Okay, so like I say, our physical body vibrates at a slower pace than our other 7 bodies.
Okay, and this was called the root chakra?
This is the root chakra.
And what color is it?
That is red.
Red for the root chakra.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so then the next one here, this is your sacral chakra. So this is located just under your belly button.
Okay.
Okay. So this one deals with your reproductive organs. So that has like your sexual drive, all that kind of stuff within it.
Okay.
Right? Okay.
Chakra with a C. Sorry, I just read that one. Chakra is CHAKRA. Chakra.
That's correct. Yep.
So if you needed to Google that one, chakra.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. Okay.
Okay. So this one on your physical body. Okay, and so this chakra, or this body.
Okay.
Okay, this body is called the etheric body.
Etheric.
Etheric body.
What does that mean? Etheric?
It's made of light energy.
Okay.
And it's made of ether. That's why it's called your etheric body. Okay.
Okay.
So this one would sit about an inch outside of your physical body.
Oh, an inch outside.
Outside of your body. All of these bodies are bigger than your physical body.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Because if
Okay.
you're gonna draw that. Yes.
So the best way that I can describe that, actually, I do have. Let me. Okay, like I say, most of you can't see them, or I don't know. Maybe you do see them and don't even realize that you see them. So, like when you're looking at a candle,
Yes.
you can see the flame. Yes.
Mhm.
Can you see something around the flame?
Yeah, a little hue.
It's like a little hue.
I thought that's because I wore
Exactly.
glasses.
No. If most people, I believe, can see that hue. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not the actual flame, but it's the hue around the flame.
Yeah, that little.
That is like your etheric
The glow.
body.
Okay.
Okay.
Or glow, basically.
A glow, and it sits very. You may have seen it and not even realize that you see it. And you can see this around furniture. You can see it around anything because everything is energy.
It's funny that you say that. Now I'm looking at everything and
You
I'm
can.
like.
It's better. It's actually in more subdued lighting. It's easier to see.
Yeah, it would make sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So this, if this.
I'm sorry.
one,
What chakra was this again?
This is your sacral chakra.
Sacral chakra.
Yeah, and it's orange.
Orange, and it's right below your belly button. Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So this one would deal with your reproductive organs, your
Mhm.
lower back, your abdomen, bladder, emotions, feeling pleasure. This is your creativity. So yours has been working overtime.
I'm a little bit too open sometimes.
There we go. Okay, this one vibrates at a faster pace than your physical body,
Okay.
and it actually can be quite harmed by drugs and trauma.
Trauma, like an accident
As
type
in
trauma?
Any type of trauma. Stress,
Oh,
trauma that you-
stress. Yeah, we always forget stress. Stress is terrible.
Yeah. Perhaps trauma that you've experienced in your childhood. Anything, anything along those lines will affect that particular that body. These are called. Okay, so this is your physical body. These are subtle bodies. They're called subtle bodies.
Subtle bodies. Okay.
Okay, so the next body is the emotional body.
Emotional. Okay.
Okay, and this one is the solar plexus.
Okay. Solar plexus. And where's that one located?
This one is located right above your belly button.
Okay. It's right around in this area. Hey?
Yeah, it is. Okay, and so this one deals with stomach, digestive system, adrenal glands, kidneys, the middle of your back.
I don't get pains there, but my stomach. Yeah, I could
Okay.
really do some balancing in that one.
Yeah. So that one deals with power,
Okay.
your energy, how much energy you have, self-esteem,
Oh, that's where
Right.
the self-esteem would
Yeah.
come from.
taking action.
Okay.
Okay, then what else have I got here? Yeah, creativity, and it's important to choose our thoughts as well. Like it is actually linked to our, the emotional body when linked to your crown chakra. Maybe I'll wait to go on to that. Nope, now I've started it. I'll finish what I was going to say. Sorry,
Okay.
I go on little tangents.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm trying to follow this one. This one I'm a little bit more confused.
Okay, tell me what's confusing.
Okay, so this is the emotional. I'm sorry.
It is the
Emotional one, the self-confidence,
Yes.
and you can get pains like in your stomach and
Yes,
in your lower back.
that would be the physical effects.
Okay, and then the emotional effects.
The emotional effects, yes. It's a very
What would you get for emotional effects?
the emotion. Well, they would affect your physical body,
Okay,
right?
gotcha.
Okay. So, and then this one again sits about 2 inches outside of the body.
2 inches. So now we're getting bigger.
We're getting bigger.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, just like that chart. If you pass me that chart, we can show them.
Yeah.
So we are on the yellow one.
Yes, that's right.
So imagine this is you in the middle.
Yes.
And now we are 2 inches out.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Okay, so that's how that one will go. Okay, now the next one. So these ones are all called the lower bodies as well. Okay, so your physical body, then you've got 2 subtle bodies.
Okay.
And this is all the lower half of your body. So they're called the lower bodies.
Lower bodies.
Okay.
Easy to remember, lower bodies. Perfect.
Okay, so next you go into your heart chakra. Okay, now this heart chakra, this is set behind the heart.
Okay.
Okay, and the color related to that is typically green,
Okay.
but pink is often used in that one as well.
Right.
And so actually rose quartz is the stone that we're going to be talking to tonight, and so we're going to be talking about the heart chakra
Okay.
quite a bit.
Perfect.
Okay, so this deals with your heart, obviously, your shoulders, your arms, your breasts. Then with the emotion, it ties into the emotions of love and compassion, peace and love for self.
Okay.
Okay, this is also, now you may have heard of this before, your astral body.
Your astral body.
This is called your astral body. Okay.
I have not heard of that one before. Your
Okay,
space body?
You've heard of astral traveling?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so when you dream.
Okay.
Okay, everyone, astral traveling sounds so scary. Scary, but actually we all do it. We all do it without even realizing it.
When we escape our body, yes.
Yeah, when we dream.
Yeah.
Dream state is one version of astral traveling.
Okay.
You can deliberately train yourself how to astral travel, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But yes, this is also, so we've got the lower bodies.
Okay.
And there's like a bridge from the lower bodies to the higher bodies. The higher bodies, so the lower bodies deal with a lot of the physical stuff.
Right.
Okay. And the higher bodies deal with a lot of the spiritual stuff.
Okay.
Okay. So this is like the bridge in
The
between.
bridge in between. I gotcha.
All right. So yes, the bridge between the physical and the spiritual realms. Let me see. When we maintain like an open heart and keep our heart chakra open, then it allows us to receive more light and more information.
Okay.
Okay. And inspiration from our true soul.
Just kind of leave it open just a little bit more. Then it's good.
It's actually one thing I have been training myself to do is to open my heart more.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of closed. Well, I don't know.
Okay, so really closed heart chakras can affect and I am testimony to this, to heart issues. I mentioned last week in the video that I had a few years back, I had some quite serious heart issues. I actually did have a series of small heart attacks. And it was not, they couldn't come up with anything, it wasn't cholesterol related or anything like that.
It's just,
I've gone back and I've looked at that and realized that I had some issues that I really, really kept internalized. Right?
Oh, good. You have to learn to let go of it, hey?
Yeah. So I really internalized a lot of stuff, had a lot of stuff in, never wanted to worry about, have anyone worry about me or anything. And so I kept it all locked up. And so this has been a huge heart opening for me. Literally. I had my heart broken, you know, and
sorry, I have to say.
that's okay. Heart broken and then reopened with the disease of the disease was my heart chakra telling me that I really need to look within and change how I was coping with things.
Very cool.
Yeah, it is really cool. Okay, so that's your heart chakra.
Okay.
Then next is order.
Oops.
Is the throat chakra.
Uh-oh.
Why uh-oh?
It's when you just speak sometimes. Sometimes your throat chakra, as far as I know, is you can say too much.
Yeah.
Because you're too open. So
Yes.
you need to learn to close that baby up, right?
Well, it goes one of two ways.
Yes.
Either you hold back and you don't say what you want to say. Okay, and so I should say, although it is related to the throat, it is also very much related to all the base of the neck, your hearing ability. Well, not hearing ability. I'm talking spiritual hearing your messages.
Right.
Being in tune. So it deals with the physical part of the body. Would be your thyroid, your mouth, your ears, obviously your throat. It does lead down into the heart. I mean, they are all connected.
Right.
Okay. So again, it's communication and speaking your truth. And we all have different truths. Like, just because I have one opinion on something, it doesn't necessarily make it the right opinion. Like,
that's true.
Everyone has their
different
own
realities, different truths.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Just to recap, we
Yeah.
are
the blue.
The light.
The light blue. It's like a it's like a bright blue.
That's where we're at if you're looking down.
Yes, that's right. Okay. So, and as far as this body goes, this is getting quite far out now. Okay.
We're in each other's chakra space here.
We are. Okay. Now, that's actually a really good point, because to prove. Okay, have you ever been in a room and somebody comes and stands close to you, and you don't really feel, well, sometimes you might feel comfortable with that, and other times you feel like, oh my gosh, someone is really in my space, but they're not touching you. So how can they be in your space? It's because they are within your auric field.
I get that quite often. I'm very intolerant
Yes.
to people in my space.
Yeah.
Hey, get out of here! That's okay. You're okay. I'm pretty used to you being in my space.
I know.
It's just random people when they get too close. Or sometimes my kids, I call it the bubble.
Yes.
I say, Mommy has this bubble all around her.
Right.
Please don't pop the bubble.
That's
Mommy
right.
will turn really mad.
Yeah. So
that makes sense.
So,
yeah.
Okay, they're in your auric field.
Okay.
Okay. So this is to do with also metaphysical thinking. This is manifesting creativity.
Okay.
So although we have the creative one down here, this also is in your lower body. You have it, and you have it in your higher body.
Which makes sense. You need it in both, kind of, right? It's two different types of creativity.
Exactly. Okay. This is the doorway to higher consciousness.
Okay.
And collective consciousness. And it's seen as, like, this particular body is seen as a rainbow body as well. So although it is associated with blue, the chakra is blue, the body itself is
rainbow.
Is like a rainbow. And this one is so cool. Okay.
Oh,
all right. So going back to the idea that we have a body and we have a spirit, a soul, then that would probably mean, hypothetically, that your soul has lived before and will go on to live. It's just our physical body that passes on.
Kind of like a reincarnation in a sense.
Could be reincarnation. Some people call it pre-earth life. You know, call it what you will.
Okay.
Okay. So given that, if that's the case, then we've had previous existences. And in those previous existences, we would have gained talents and skills. Just like as we've lived on this earth, we have gained talents and skills.
Right, right.
Okay, now when you tap into this, this particular throat chakra, on a spiritual level, you get to remember your aspects and your gifts and talents that you had in previous lifetimes.
Interesting.
Because that soul has existed before, and it will continue to exist. Okay, so you carry all of those memories with you.
Interesting. That's kind of funny that you mentioned that, because I was at Chapters today, and I was just in the New Age section, I guess. Yeah. And I read this one, I think it's a witch's handbook or something, I don't know. But it talked about reincarnation a little bit. I just quickly read it. And it basically said that there are people that have more light in them that are nicer people, and then there's the grumpier, kind of ruder, darker type people. And they explained it in that book that the people with more light is because they have reincarnated more often than the person who's grumpy. So it's like an adolescent. Your soul's an adolescent. Right. And they are learning how
That's
to
right.
be. And so when you are this really, you know, those people that are just really nice and caring and loving, it's because they've had a lot of experiences.
That's right. I think there's that, and I also think, and this is just my own personal belief. I don't expect anyone else to believe me or to, you know, go along with it. But I believe that every particular life that we live has a soul purpose. Our soul wishes to grow, and some of the ways that our soul, how do you grow? Like, is it always through perfect, wonderful, loving experiences?
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
You have to make mistakes in order to learn. Isn't
That's
that like
right.
a motto? Like,
That's
make
right.
a mistake, learn from it, and you grow.
Exactly.
You have to.
Exactly.
And every time you get better and better and better. Sometimes it might take you a few times.
Yeah.
A lot of times before you learn.
So that is it. So if we, you know, when we make mistakes and we feel bad and we, you know, some of them might be major, that we think that they're major, but maybe our soul has chosen to experience something. I mean, how do you learn about love? One way to learn about love is to have disastrous relationships.
Absolutely. It's so true.
You sure learn about love that way.
But it's also a good thing to keep reminding yourself when things are tough or hard, try, if you can, in that moment, think, what can I take away from this? What can I learn from this? Oops, this accident, this.
And then
whatever.
Always serves a purpose. And then there's less judgment for yourself.
That's right.
Because we don't have to self-judge ourselves if we just understand that this is a lesson that we want to learn.
That's right. Yeah. It's so much more refreshing because then you're just like, I'm just going to look at the positive side. I am learning not to touch that hot stove.
Okay.
Burn myself.
So there we go. So that's such a cool chakra.
It is. Chakra. I really like that chakra. Yeah.
Okay. So the next chakra is, again, one of my favorite chakras. I really enjoy the spiritual side of things. So it would be the third eye chakra. So the color related to this is the deep indigo. So it's like a purpley blue.
We're almost at the last one. We're at the sixth one.
Yes.
This is the third eye.
Okay. So the third eye is situated, you know, on your brow, inside. You know, we have something called a pineal gland. It's kind of shaped like a pine cone, set behind, and yes, so that's one that it affects, is the pituitary and the pineal gland. So how that would affect you, that would be through your intuition, your imagination, your dreams, symbolic thinking, inner wisdom, your psychic abilities, all sorts of things like that.
And so when someone says your third eye is closed, it's because you're not seeing.
You can see with your physical eyes, but beyond that, maybe a person who has a closed third eye would never consider looking at anything beyond what he sees in front of his face.
That's right. So when your eye is open, it doesn't necessarily mean that what you see sometimes isn't in actual physical form, but when you see something with your third eye,
you have a more open and an expanded view.
Yeah. It's a weird concept because when you talk about I seen this, people kind of look at you like, what do you mean? I don't see it. It's like, no,
that's right.
I'm looking at it through a third eye here. It's a totally different perspective.
That's right.
It's pretty cool.
That's right. And then of course that one works in tune with, so say you have a dream and it's very symbolic, like you get, for me, when I have my dreams, I take them very literally.
Well, why not? Who's to say they aren't real?
Well, I feel they are literal, but there's also other times when they could be taken more symbolically.
Okay.
I think so, but it's so then when you receive these messages and these dreams, then you have to translate them. So that ties in with your throat chakra. So learning the truth, speaking the truth, all that kind of stuff. The interpretation of it.
Right.
Okay. So this is also part of the main spirit body.
Okay.
Okay, and so that is the essence of our spirit. So that's part of us that is tied to our higher self.
Okay.
Okay. So again, inspiration from the spiritual realms filter down into the soul, and then they ground into our lower levels.
Perfect.
So so it brings heaven to earth through our physical body.
That I like that. Heaven.
Yeah, through our physical body. Okay.
Very cool.
So then the last one, here we go, is the crown chakra. Okay. All right. So this one is designated purple in color. Okay.
Right here is the big one. Kind of reminds me of a big dress. All I can see is like those old-fashioned dresses that started at the waist and keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of the view that I'm seeing every time in 3D.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah,
Random
I got
thought.
it. I got it. Yeah. Okay, so this one would affect your brain and your nervous system, spirituality, your intelligence, your connection to higher power, your own divinity, and let me see. So all of these together will form up your aura.
Okay.
Okay. So when I look at somebody and I see their aura, when I look at them, then and that forms like an egg shape around your body.
Okay.
Okay. And people often will ask me, what color did you see my aura as? And often a person's aura is not just one color.
What could it be? Right.
Because it's affected by so many different things,
right,
especially your mental body, especially your emotional body.
Okay.
So depending on your emotional mood, then it will show up. And then quite often you can see the imbalances, or if they have a lot of perhaps a depression, or all sorts of other things that maybe not quite on the positive side, then they might have like spots.
Interesting.
Like
is that kind of what you do during Reiki then? Is that what you're kind of seeing?
Yeah, with Reiki you can see all that kind of stuff. So Reiki is like an energy.
Can you see my aura?
Right now? Okay, now again, when I see somebody's aura, I can often see the etheric layer. I see that a lot. When I see someone's aura, I see it not with my physical eyes, I see it with my third eye.
Right.
So in fact, for me to see your aura, I would actually close my eyes.
Interesting.
Do you want me to do that?
Sure. I haven't,
and I can do this. I often don't do it because I don't want to invade somebody's privacy. But if you ask me,
we're close enough that it's okay.
Okay.
I give you my permission. So.
Okay. Okay, I see a lot of royal blues and a lot of purples within you right now. Okay, that makes sense because we are, we're chatting, we're talking. So the throat chakra is very open right now, and the crown chakra, because you are trying to pull down divinity. You want to speak words of wisdom to those that are listening.
It's kind of like embarrassing because I am trying to sound smart and knowledgeable. So
you are smart and knowledgeable.
Well, I should say that affirmations I am.
You are.
But I'm trying to translate my words properly. I'm trying to get my words out properly because sometimes, well, you know me, I mumble and stumble words quite often.
No, you're
well, that's pretty cool.
So yes, so that's what that was a very quick scan. I mean, I could go in more depth, but another day perhaps.
Yeah, that'd be pretty neat.
Yes. So that is a very quick. Well, I don't know how quick that was actually. Now I think about it, but that was a quick idea.
Well, that was a lot of information.
What chakras are, how they affect our body. So all of these things affect our physical body. We are not just a physical body.
So now that we know a little bit, I mean, that's just a little bit.
That's just the beginning. The beginning parts.
Pardon me. So how would we balance those? How would one go about? I mean, in direction terms, like A, you do this, B, you do this. I know it's so much more than that, but for a beginner, say for me, if I needed to start with an instruction manual, what would I do? What would you say to me to balance them?
Okay, to balance them, well, what I did when I first started, and I still do this quite frequently. Well, actually, when I first started, I didn't know how to do that.
Well, that's where I'm at. I want to, because I can definitely feel imbalanced.
Well, and I can put up a link for it later.
Okay.
But I started listening to guided meditation. There was a guided meditation, somebody called Daniel Searle, and he gave you a visual. It was a beautiful visual with beautiful music in it. Right. And he actually had you visualizing each one going up your body and watching it spin.
Beautiful, yeah.
So you're watching it spin, and you see, it's all through your imagination. All right, our imagination is so much more powerful than we believe it is.
If you let yourself have that imagination.
It really, just let go.
Let go.
Imagine it. We've been taught that it's only your imagination, where actually imagination is a creative power, and especially when you add emotion to it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you use your imagination and your emotion together, you are going to create something.
That's right. That's what grand artists must do. That,
Yeah,
like
it
the
sounds,
painters, and you
it
can
sounds
see the
like
emotion.
magic.
Well, but you see some
Yeah.
painters or some artists out there, you can feel the emotion in their artwork. You see it.
Yeah,
And
that's
it
right.
has to be all because they are putting their imagination as truth. They're
That's
putting it
right.
out there.
Absolutely. Okay, so going back to, so you would imagine
Okay.
your chakras spinning. You would take one at a time, probably starting at your root chakra, and you would start spinning it and watching it. And you want to, as you imagine them being all the same, going at the same speed. And and so you do that. So that would be the first step. And okay.
Oh, that makes me dizzy. I visualize it, and my chakras are just going woo, like every which way.
Okay.
I see them black and white, but I got a little bit dizzy.
Okay. So that would be one way to do that. To do that in a calm space. Another way would be to use affirmations again.
Ooh.
So knowing what each chakra is used for, you would then go in it. So for my heart one, for instance, I would say, how would I say that? I am, let me see, I am open to love. You know, I would talk about whatever that aspect would pick up. So I'm open to love, or my heart is open. So, and then my throat chakra, I would say something like, I always speak my truth.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And then, so my third eye, I always trust myself, because I always trust my intuition. Okay?
Yeah, and with affirmations, you only ever want to write down the positive.
Yeah.
If you start writing down some negatives,
right,
like different things that might be negative. So so for me, they constantly always tell me I should track different things for my anxiety and stuff.
Right.
But I feel that if I write that down, that becomes truth for me. Yeah, it is.
It gives it power.
So me, I'm choosing to ignore it and say I am calm, not I am not anxious. They don't understand the negative. The universe, as they don't understand that that's negative. They just take it as all. That's what it is. Oh, I am anxious, not I am not anxious.
So yeah, with your affirmations, you would use the positive, but that's not to say that when you have less positive feelings, that you deny them, because we actually
There's polarity.
We need to look at those, and you need to do your inner work to find out where that's coming from. So you don't want to start squishing everything down either.
True.
Okay, but yes, affirmations stay on the positive for those. Right. Okay, so yes, so for my crown chakra, it would be I am open-minded.
Okay.
You know, third eye, I trust my intuition.
Okay.
My throat chakra, I always speak my truth. Heart chakra, I am open to love and I am loving.
Okay.
You know, and I would just work down my body that way. Okay.
Beautiful.
And I imagine it, and I imagine the colors, and that's what I do. And then I also should say there are more chakras than the 7. These are the main chakras.
Yeah, when I googled it, there are some that have like 9, 12, or something like that.
Oh, there's literally hundreds. What they are is they're river. They're like rivers, and like maps all over your body, and where they join, where the meridians all join. These are your major chakras, but you have chakras on your palms, on the soles of your feet. You have ones way above your body.
Right.
You
this
know?
is just like your
general. Just bringing your general, you know, the ones who general attention. So now, saying all that, shall we go on to crystals?
Yes,
or have I covered enough of this topic for you for now? I mean, there's always
more
that I can bring.
So what we could do in order for me anyways to balance the chakras in my planner, because I look at my planner quite often, is I would put it in my planner, just a reminder, whether it be a color of the chakra, decorate it in a specific color, or by affirmations or anything like that, right?
Absolutely. So this might be a good time for me to mention that I have revamped all the crystal chakras. You know, this is what the old ones used to look like. These are what the old ones used to look like. But I've tried to make it a little bit more simple so that you could to show you. So then I'll have the crystal, and I'll have an affirmation.
I like this one.
You do? Yeah. So I have a crystal, an affirmation, and which chakra it goes with. So it makes it really super simple.
Perfect.
So yeah, for journaling purposes, then, you know, I would put in the chakra symbol.
Yeah.
And then I would track how, pay attention to what your body's saying to you, what you're physically feeling within that region, how you're emotionally feeling, and kind of just track it there. Okay, so I was going to do the whole planner thing right at the end. But
I was going to write that down in a note.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to show anything. I was just going to write it down as a note.
Oh,
I really liked that idea of tracking how your
Yeah.
chakras are affecting you. I love that.
Yeah.
That's a great thing to track.
Absolutely. So, that's what I was gonna say, because this is planning, and I know people are going like, hey, why are we hearing about chakras?
It has everything to do with it in a sense, like everything.
Well, the thing is, a lot of people these days have realized that we, in Western society, we are so busy.
Mm-hmm.
We have really, really disconnected from ourselves. We think we are just a physical body, and there's so much more to it.
Absolutely.
And I think people are looking for alternatives. They're looking for alternative health. They're looking for ways to holistically,
Yeah, just feel better.
Yeah.
Because there's something lacking. There's
That's
something
right.
that's just.
So the way that this would work is you would really be tuning in with your body, tuning in with your emotions, reconnecting with the other bodies that you have, your spiritual side,
Mhm.
And, so yes, I try just writing things down.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, I like that.
Okay, so do you think we're ready to move to crystals? Are you guys ready to move to crystals now? And if there's any more topics, because this is, I could go on forever about chakras, and I'm sure you want to hear other things right now.
We could go on forever and ever and ever.
We
But that's why we're
really
going to keep
could
doing
do.
videos. We're
That's
always
right.
going to add on to these. This isn't just like a
Yeah.
5-part session. This is
No,
like
we can go
lengthy.
on forever.
Oh yeah, we're chatty.
This is definitely our what would you call it? Passion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so rose quartz.
You know what the worst thing about live videos are?
What's that?
You can't take pee breaks.
Oh, you need to go.
I have to pee so bad. I drink so much water. But I'd be totally.
Okay, go.
Okay, you start talking. I'm so sorry.
Oh dear, yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, so let me show you a piece of rose quartz that I have. Now, this is a piece of rose quartz that I do have. This sits in the center of my home. Rose quartz is a very mothering energy, very beautiful, soft, feminine energy. And I tell you what I'll do. While Aurora is away, how about I tell you some of the romantic stories of rose quartz. So rose quartz was said to have been created by one of these Greek stories again, okay? Because we love the Greek stories. I'm trying to remember the name of the god now. Now I can't remember. Ares was the god of war, was having a fight with Aphrodite's boyfriend at the time. I can't remember what his name was now. I don't know. Adonis. Okay, so Adonis. And Ares went to attack Adonis. And Aphrodite tried to protect him. You feeling better now?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, come sit.
I'm so sorry.
Come in my aura field. Then I don't feel lonely anymore.
Did you feel kind of like your
I
other
did.
half was missing?
I was like, something's just not right here.
We're
Okay.
discovering our purpose. And
Yes,
remember that?
that's
oh,
right.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so I was telling stories.
Oh,
okay.
I love your stories. Which one
Okay.
were you saying?
I was
Heard this
talking
one?
about how rose quartz was created.
Oh,
Okay, so Ares, the god of war, was again feeling very grumpy. And he went after Adonis, who was Aphrodite's lover.
Okay.
Okay, and she went in between to try and stop the fight.
Okay.
And she got caught on a bush, like a briar one, so thorny,
Mm-hmm.
and spilt her blood on the quartz, the
Oh,
white quartz, and so that created the rose quartz.
interesting.
And then Zeus took pity on them, and he allowed Adonis to be raised 6 months of the year. Okay, so brought back to life for 6 months of the year.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
That was generous.
Yeah, so again, so it's called to be a stone of what's the word? To be reunited. There's another word, but
reunification?
Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, okay. And then it said that Eros, who we also know as Cupid,
right,
decided that he wanted to bring rose quartz to the earth to soften the mortals' hearts and to have them feel love and passion.
So this is a love crystal.
It is absolutely a love crystal.
Beautiful.
Absolutely
Beautiful.
Would you like to hold it?
Are you saying I'm lacking in love?
Not at all. Never.
I'm just joking.
I was saying that I keep this piece in the center of my home, like so it radiates love out within every angle. So it has a very mothering energy. So let me see. Trying to think how it's been used in history. So going back to some of those stories again, it's been used as love tokens for centuries.
Right.
So it would be gifted from one loved one to another. It's also meant to be the stone of youth and beauty. And so the goddess Isis was renowned for using it as like face masks. The Egyptians used it as face masks because it would make their skin.
They would make a face mask out of it?
They would grind it down. Not only grind it down. Okay. Oh, I'm so excited about this part. I almost forgot.
Okay.
For those of you that were with us last week, do you remember I was telling you the story of
amethyst?
The amethyst.
Amethyst.
And amethyst. And how people would put a piece of amethyst in their water, in their drink to stop them from, getting drunk.
Right.
Guess what I found this week?
What?
I want to show you. Okay, at the crystal store. I'll show you. Okay. Okay, this is like a hand-blown vial, and it has rose quartz in it.
That is cool.
And
rose quartz.
This is rose quartz.
And so why would you have?
Okay, so this, put it in the water, and you let it sit for like 7 minutes.
Okay.
And the energies and the vitality from the crystals, because remember that crystals are a much higher vibration than our physical body, right?
Right.
They release energy, goes into the water. And so have you ever tasted like spring water? I'm not talking like bottled spring water, I'm talking about like fresh spring water.
When I lived in the mountains,
Okay. And it felt refreshing
and
revitalized.
So will that be kind of like that?
Yeah.
I can drink it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Do you taste anything different?
No.
Oh, let me down.
Maybe it's because I'm on camera and I'm like, hold on. It's hard. I'm such.
Come on, Aurora. It's like the best water you've ever tasted, right? Right? Go with it. Go with it.
Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna take another sip here. Sip of champions.
Okay. So actually,
I don't taste the grossness of our city water.
That's true.
Not that our city water is really named one of the best, but you don't taste any of the grossness.
That was the first thing that I noticed, actually, when I drank it.
It doesn't taste like that bleachy, whatever
the chlorine-y taste. Okay.
No.
I know. So, so you were saying, how would this be used in beauty products? Well, with your rose quartz, you could, you would set your intention into it, and Stephanie had asked to remind her how to set intentions.
Right.
So you literally, where's my rose quartz?
This one?
I'll take a little tiny piece of rose quartz, because it doesn't have to be a massive piece. It can be a little
tiny piece. How can you lug this
piece.
around in your pocket?
Exactly.
Let me just put my crystals in my purse because I like to feel them close to me.
It's my planner charm.
I'm sorry. And a big chain link to this. Yeah, got my charm with me. Got my love radiating. Okay, so back to the pocket-sized crystals.
Okay, so what you would do is you would literally, whatever your intention was for this crystal.
Right.
So say that you wanted to use it as a beauty product, like as for radiant skin, youthfulness, beauty. You would literally hold it and just ask it, please assist me to help with glowing skin, or make me the best possible version of myself, or whatever like that. Okay. Now, you could do it like that.
Yeah.
And then you can make gem water.
Gem water.
Gem water. Okay. And I don't know if there's any pagans watching, but they will frequently make gem water.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Okay. So gem water. You remember how we were talking about putting your crystals out in the full moon to re-energize them?
Right.
And I did say last week, don't put crystals in water.
Right.
But there are some crystals you can put in water. Rose quartz is a hardy one. You can put it in water. So you would put this in water in a vial, and you would let it sit in the full moon, and that would be, you could use that as a skin tonic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So and then other people would drink it. So yeah.
Interesting.
It's a frequent practice that they do.
That's so funny because I truly believe that your mind is so powerful.
Oh, totally.
And so sometimes, like, us as a human being, I guess, our soul is big, but us as in the human form, we need these reminders to keep our mind open. We need this prompt of a crystal that reminds us. We don't have the capacity to say, okay, I want to have clear skin.
Yeah.
We need that crystal to remind us. So I feel that even without a crystal, if you put the intention there, it will happen. Because you're setting the mood for it. You're setting the intention. That's how I kind of view it. I view it.
Me too.
They could be real with energies that we can see, absolutely, or it could be a placebo that you need in order for you to see it. Is that making sense?
It totally makes sense.
Okay. I don't know if I explained that correctly.
No, you totally did.
Okay.
I 100% believe that they do have the energies and that they will assist with all of these things as long as you put the intention in there. And like I said last week, I don't know if we have new viewers or whatever, crystals are like children. They want direction. They want you to tell them what you want from them.
Absolutely.
They are here to please. They're amplifiers, and that's what they want to do. Okay. So some of the
I'm sorry, I just had this really kind of funny vision. I had this vision of having a shelf with my crystals in these little tiny boxes with their name, and me going, okay, Johnny, okay, Dave, okay, Sally, this is what I want from you.
Yeah.
Like I just had
what
this
if you clean the house?
I had this really silly vision of these crystals lined up as children.
Yeah.
But never mind that.
Clean the house, wash the car.
I want you to make me beautiful.
Yeah.
I want you to give me patience. I want you to give me pleasure.
Yeah.
Like all
there we go.
Things.
Oh,
just teasing.
wow, no, that was awesome. Yeah.
A little
okay.
view into my mind. I get these random
thoughts. That is too funny. Okay, so how else could we use a rose quartz? So, because rose quartz is like the quartz of love, or one of the quartzes, one of the stones of love, you could use it as like a little, well, how would I put it? I don't want to say spell, but okay, say
I'm getting some fire.
I've got fire here.
There's fire all around us.
Ooh. Okay, so what you could do, and they're very tiny, so you can't see, and these are actually rhodochrosites rather than rose quartz. But you could put, okay, say you're trying to attract new love, or say that you want to invigorate some more love in the relationship that you're already in.
Okay.
Then you could put 2 rose quartz together. Okay, so I've got 2 rose quartz. Well, these are rhodochrosites, but it could be rose quartz. Then I've actually got some clear crystal. You don't need to use the clear crystal. I just did it.
It looks pretty.
Well, they're amplifiers.
Right.
Okay, the points, and I have the points pointing in, so that they're amplifying the love between 2 people.
Okay.
And then just for a bit of magic, then I put the candle. And then I would do this on a new moon.
Okay.
Because new moon is a time where you would
set new intentions. Right.
Okay. So on the full moon, you're hoping that your intentions have been met by then. Or, you go over and you look at them and you might readjust them or whatever. Right. So full moon is...
That's why it's important to mark them down in your planners.
Yeah, so new moon is new intentions.
Perfect.
Okay, so that's how you would use it. And then you could, if you want to get really into it, then you can write down the name of, your name and somebody else's name and put it on a piece of paper. But it's just awesome.
I'm just so giddy about like all these things that I can track and I can put down. It's like, my new intentions and kind of keep tracking.
Yes.
And I love tracking.
Yes.
So I love the fact that we can track this and kind of track the progress.
Exactly.
Oh.
So you set your new intentions on new moon, and you can write that in your journal.
Okay.
Okay.
We should almost set that as a challenge on our page.
Yeah.
One time. Not to specifically share, but just to kind of keep. It's kind of like a weight loss thing, you know. You keep track. Hey, I did my workout.
It's like, hey, I set my intentions.
Yeah. Kind of as a group, we can kind of.
That's right. Well, I do it as so I always set intentions on. So I actually do. I write them in my book.
Right.
Okay. So I have that. You'll have seen them, like these pages here.
Yeah.
You know, on the back of it, I'll write down my intentions.
Right. Every week for the week?
Nope. On the new moon.
Okay.
Okay. And then on the full moon, it'll be a different energy completely for. And I do feel it as a different energy. Like
we'll have to have a whole segment on the new moon, what we do on the new moon.
Yeah.
Different types of rituals, I guess, that you could do, but that's so interesting.
Yeah, and then so what I would do is on the new moon, I also do a meditation. Well, I meditate frequently, but I'll do a specific one. Right. Just a whole
meditation with intentions to set new intentions.
It's like a beautiful little personal time just for me.
It does sound beautiful. It's just like a date that you're like, I'm not. It's like going out for a manicure. Some people really love going for manicure. Some people really love just being alone and setting intentions for themselves.
And do you know what I actually do as well?
Okay,
and I love to do this. I really love to do this. Okay, so I'll get some bath salts into like a little. I should have brought my little vial down, so I'll have bath salts. And then I'll put in some little lavender or some little rose essence, right? So like some little what do you call that? The concentrated
Epsom salts? Oh no, the oils.
The oils, yes. So I'll put essential oils.
Oh, okay.
I'll put in some concentrated essential oils, and then as I'm setting, so I'll be saying my intentions, putting things into this little container, and I'll sometimes put rose petals or even some lavender. The lavender seeds.
Okay.
Put it in there. And then, so I'll remember my intentions, use that, and I'll have a bath on the full moon, and I'll tip that into my bath. Oh. That reminds me again of my intentions that I've done.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And this you have to garden, so you can actually
yes, I'll
grow your own to make your own.
That's right. Okay, so sorry, off on a tangent again. We were talking rose quartz, but
that's kind of like rose quartz. Maybe not.
Well, I use a lot of rose essence for that.
There you go.
So, okay, so what else can I tell you about rose quartz?
Other than it's beautiful.
It is absolutely gorgeous. So this would be very helpful to someone who needs some calm in their life, some peace in their life. Maybe they're going through some heartache and they just need extra nurturing. Maybe they are looking for love, or what else? Oh, another one that very, very good for is mothers, expecting mothers to assist the energy of the little baby, and to actually take it in with you when you go give birth. It's meant to ease birth. Also, when someone is passing through to the other side, it's meant to ease their journey to the other side as well.
It has a lot of great properties to it.
It is a master stone.
It is, yeah.
For those who are beginning to have a little crystal collection, this is most definitely one that I would recommend. Amethyst, rose quartz, citrine, clear quartz would be, and something black, like a black tourmaline or something like that, would be my go-to beginner set. So, shall we show you the pendulums that we've made? Well, I call them pendulums.
You made them. I didn't assist in
this week. You didn't, but yes,
I was a bit busy at home.
You had a ton of stuff on. So yeah, I've made a whole bunch of.
I inspired her because my throat chakra is so big. I passed it on to her.
There you go.
I'm kidding.
Teasing.
Yeah.
So, there's two different styles.
Do I have the other style?
Yeah, you do. Yeah. So I have like a pendulum starts kind of style. I really love the pendulum style. And every single one is individual. Like there are no two the same.
There are some of those.
Yes. No, we have very, very few in the store.
That's right. They're kind of like a novelty item, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So this one is more of a tumbled rose quartz. So yeah, it's more of a kind of a square look, but it's really very beautiful. I loved working with these.
They turned out beautiful.
They are so nice. Actually, I'm being a bit naughty because every single one I made, I fell in love with. Like the energy of them was so beautiful. But I don't normally do this, but I actually did keep one for myself. I have to keep it. I loved it so much. I love the energy of it.
It is so pretty. I love
really,
this part.
really nice. Me too. Sorry, I guess I got oogling over it and not even showing it.
It is so pretty.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, this one has some darker beads through it, and I really, really loved it. And then, yeah, at the end of this one is a pendulum.
Mm-hmm.
So I could use that. I could use that as a pendulum, and we can talk about pendulums another time if you like. But yeah, just love that. And so the nice thing about having a charm for your books is, well, your books are so personal to you. I mean, you're going to write all your
thoughts and everything,
Yeah, everything
if that's
is
the one that
there.
you're going to use it for.
Yeah, absolutely. And just being able to set your own intention with your
Mhm.
own planner and having your own little ball of energy there.
It's nice. It's
It
just a
is.
reassuring memento if you're going through a little bit of hardship or you're feeling whatever which way, you can just
Yeah.
kind of hold on to it, feel the energies. And
Absolutely. Do you feel the energies of these ones?
I felt warmth,
Yeah.
like some warmth up in my arms.
Yeah. That's so nice. Okay, so do you have any extra journaling tips that you want to mention? I guess what I could mention first, before you can start, cut you off there. It was so weird. I was sitting upstairs with Aurora the other day, and I told her that I felt that I should start getting some like little crystals to go with my crystal sheets and make up like
Little
starter
packs.
kits.
Yeah. I thought it was fantastic.
And no sooner had I done that than Tina
Had asked
asked
about
me online where she could find crystals and stuff, and I was like, whoa, that is so weird. I was just discussing this right now of making up little starter packs. So
These are such cute packs.
so anyone who is interested, there are a few starter packs in the store. Now the starter pack will come with a crystal. Now these crystals they're fairly small. Like obviously for postage reasons, you know, I don't want customs going crazy and, you know, ripping your packages apart to see what's in them. So there's a little crystal in each package. Then you're going to have your sheet that I've discussed before that has your crystal on it. Then it's going to have a corresponding affirmation.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's got a few yoga or meditation little stickers there. And then it has the corresponding chakra.
That's
Okay,
perfect.
and then it's got some re-energizing. So you can put these on your book, in your planner books, to tell you when to re-energize your crystals. So you would just put those on the full moon.
Or some saging ones. There's some saging at the bottom
Yep.
to do with your crystal or even yourself.
Yes.
Whichever.
Yes, we talked a little bit about saging last week.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll talk about that a little bit more another time.
Absolutely.
Because that is
That's
just
a whole
such-
nother topic too.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful like thing to add to like a little ceremony or whatever, just a cleansing. Okay, and then we have Crystal Truths reminders with Aurora and Avalon. So and it kind of looks like a hairy monster, but it's not from a distance. But it's not. It's a beautiful girl, and she's meditating.
It's like me when I wake up in the morning, right?
Yeah, Danny would be like, looks like a frog. It doesn't look like a frog at all. Okay,
It's so cool.
It's very cute.
So now you can have a special part of us in your planner that have our names. It
Yes.
says, "Come be with us Sunday
Yes.
nights."
Yes, absolutely. So there's that. And now I won't interrupt you if you had something that you wanted to.
Well, the only thing that I have, I'm quite new to bullet journaling, and I'm really not fancy. I'm sure most of you guys have seen what I had put up on Facebook already. I did a page on affirmations, and to be quite truthful, that's all I did all week. But
well, you're just saying that because remember last week you told us you don't like to show us after writing.
True. Well, that's in my planner.
Truth chakra.
Well, I did do a little bit, but
Just teasing.
I did this one just kind of inspired that you can just doodle. That's one thing that I love about bullet journals. I mean, that's just a name, but I guess notebook. You can just write your thoughts, and I love that because sometimes I won't write for days, and I can just pick up, and I like putting titles. I should have did a sample, but so if I have a dream, I love doing like fancy titles with like some swirls, and then just point form or a little picture doodle. That's how I like to track things. Or sometimes I love lists and bullet journals with the square. It makes it super easy to draw and to check mark or. You know, for your feelings, like there's, Pinterest has so many ideas on tracking. I haven't seen too much about within the pagan community or within the crystals and stuff, but
I'm not sure that there's a whole bunch out there, and that is one of the reasons that we brought this forward. That was right from the beginning. I knew that was something that I was going to incorporate.
Yeah, because it's not necessarily, I say pagan very loosely because I don't feel that this is necessarily just pagan.
Not at all, not at all. This is, let's call it holistic health then.
Yeah, I prefer that because I mean I feel that you can be Christian.
You don't have to label anything.
That's right.
Yeah.
You can be whoever you want. If you want positivity, if you want light, you know, then this is for you.
So one of the things that really touched me last week, I mentioned before, I was really nervous last week about coming on and talking about some of these topics. I wasn't sure how it'd be accepted. I mean, we're meant to be talking about planning, and here I am bringing all sorts of other ideas to it. One of the things that really touched me last week was so many women then they put up little posts about that they'd started doing their affirmations, they'd started to meditate. You guys really inspired me, like really, it really touched my heart.
I would have to agree with that, yeah. It's just like, really?
Oh. Yeah, no, that was so beautiful. So I think we're winding down. So if anybody has any questions, anything,
I think I'm gonna have to sit a bit closer.
We're gonna have to move in way.
You guys gonna see all the blemishes from up close?
No. We just drink that rose water. That's cool. There's no blemishes, no wrinkles.
I am perfection. My skin is perfect.
Remember, I put that as my intention for that rose quartz. So that now means.
Right there you go. It has to be.
Okay, and actually, now that I'm coming in close.
Is there any fire around?
Yeah, because we have little candles everywhere.
Okay, there's 2 there, 1 there. Okay.
Okay, so now we're really close. I feel too close. Okay.
Frog eyes. Can you see my nostrils? I'm just kidding.
Okay. Oh, and then I should point out my necklace. My necklace.
Yes, I should have pointed that out. I noticed that first thing.
It is a chakra necklace, so it has all the crystals up the center, and then it has a clear quartz in the center here, sitting right at my throat chakra.
That's so
because
pretty.
Typically, I'm very quiet, and public talking really makes me nervous.
Well, you did great today.
Thank you.
You weren't shaky or nothing.
I wasn't last week. I was shaky.
You were shaky last week.
I was really nervous last week.
Normally when we go live,
back a little bit.
Normally when we go live, you're a little bit shaky, but today you did great. You're very smooth. There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
See, and I have one.
Oh, I guess. Let me see.
It's not a chakra. Well, I guess it could be. It's a crown.
Oh,
It could be representing of the crown chakra. Maybe that's why you're seeing it.
Right before we came on, like we like to practice what we preach.
Right.
We actually did we did a meditation prior to coming on because we always want to speak our truth and assist anyone who needs assistance that way.
Right.
And in your meditation, well, I won't necessarily share, but you saw a crown.
I did. Just short form. I don't really share too much.
No,
I mean, I don't mind.
I didn't want to put you on the spot. No. But you saw a crown.
I saw someone giving me a crown basically in my meditation, and so it was very heartwarming and very cool because
beautiful.
I really like that vision. I get quick little things. I wouldn't say that I get lots, but
that's beautiful.
When I get whatever, it just like happens. I'm like, really?
It was beautiful.
Really beautiful. So it's kind of cool. Yeah. My husband gave it to me because I'm his queen. He says.
That's so sweet.
Right.
So
thank you, Lisa.
Oh, thank you so much, Lisa, for being here with us.
Yes,
thank you
all.
everyone for being with us. Oh, one thing we have forgotten. For those that you have joined us live.
Yeah, we were up to 17, I think, at one point, maybe 18.
Okay, for those of you who have joined us live, you do have an opportunity to win one of the crystal charms. And so we'll do a draw for that tomorroor. Is that the best way to do it? Because we've got to sort through and see who's been here and stuff like that.
That's right. We'll do that tomorrow. We'll post it live. We won't. I mean, not live, but I mean like on our wall.
Yeah, we'll
live.
put it up there.
Oopsies, I accidentally didn't clip that one on.
That's okay. And then there are a number of them in the store. I think there's 6 available in the store. for anyone who would like one.
Mm-hmm.
And then those little crystal packages are in there as well.
And are those going to be limited quantity, or will those ones be?
Those are limited quantity. Like some of them are. There's only 3 of them. Like the citrine and the garnets and stuff like that. There's only 3 of them.
Okay.
Yeah. Like if there is a demand for them, then I'll go and get more. But for now, I'll just start out small.
It's not something that we want to stock up and have.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we don't like to mass produce. We really like to put thought into our stuff. So
more personal.
So is there any questions, tidbits, comments?
Yeah. Anything you'd like to share with us?
Anything else? Maybe a comment about our skin and how radiant it is.
Okay, let's drink some more water.
Do you have more of the rose water?
I do. Well, I drank out this one. So.
Oh, well, I'm all done my rose water.
Oh, well, I'm going to drink my rose water.
Okay, well, I have a sip left.
Okay, there you go. You're glowing, Aurora.
Well, you know what's funny?
Glowing.
It was funny because after, just a little bit after this settled in, I felt extremely warm. Like, all of a sudden, I felt like tons of heat within me. I don't know.
Right.
Like, fire.
Actually, I do feel a glow, but that's for, I feel hot. I do feel hot.
We have a fireplace on
behind us, and we've got all these candles around us.
And we have people that are giving us love and high fives.
There we go.
Aww. Thank you, Christy.
I'm so glad that you enjoyed it. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us.
Mm-hmm. I'm super pumped to get started. Like, okay, I did start a little. Oh, did I even bring? Oh, yeah. I did start for next week. I put up some crystal.
Okay.
In my planner for next week, see?
Oh, beautiful.
So I put up the citrine right here.
Citrine?
Sorry, the French coming out.
Yeah.
The citrine here with the gratitude, and I have the little crystal charms there.
Citrine is such a beautiful stone. I have that.
Do you?
I do.
Oh yeah, and the kit and the mini
gorgeous.
Kits.
So that would be your solar plexus.
Thank you, Karen.
Aw. I can't see this. I just let it go. It's great. Oh, thank you so much, Karen. Thank you for joining us. Like it means the world to us
that's right. Yeah.
That you're here with us. But yeah, I have a citrine. They're like
I've
a little.
Seen it.
Oh, it's so pretty. In this light, you can't quite see it, but
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you guys see this?
It's got a lot of yellow.
They can kind of see it.
Yeah, it's got a lot of yellow. So that is for your solar
Don't
plexus.
mind the nails.
Solar plexus area. So that's to do with like confidence and.
That's so funny that I chose that because,
Yeah.
as you know, like it might not be apparent, but I actually do have pretty low self-confidence for most of the time. You know that.
Yeah.
I have a lot of self-doubt, and so
Yeah.
that's kind of. I didn't know that until
Yeah.
tonight, so that's pretty cool. I chose that for next week.
Interesting. Okay. So is that the one for next week? No, I have a picture Jasper for next week.
Picture Jasper.
A picture Jasper, and oh, it's so pretty. Do you want me to run and get it? Do you want me to run and go get the picture Jasper?
Yes. Give them a little hint as to what we're going to do next week, because then they'll be so excited about it for next week.
Okay, bear with me 1 minute. I have to go to the crystal table.
Sweet, now I'm going to sing some tons of songs. Yeah, party. It is kind of weird. It's actually really quite a lot of blank space here. I have no one to look at but myself in the camera.
Okay, I've got to turn on the light and find it.
Hey, it said, congratulations. This is your most liked live video. Yay! A milestone. Yeah, it's kind of hard to carry a conversation by yourself.
Yes, I know. It's really tricky.
Okay, come back.
See, now I'm gonna be in your bubble.
Oh, my storage is almost full.
Does that come up on their screen too? Okay,
I don't know. I'm hoping that if this cuts out, my phone is running out of storage because I guess this takes up storage on my phone.
Okay.
So whoops.
Oh, Claudia. Okay, you brought so much knowledge and light to my. Aw, both are amazing, just lucky. But thank you so much, Claudia. Like, you always are so supportive of us.
Yes.
And we so appreciate it. So yeah, next week is I can't say that, picture Jasper. And it looks like a little kind of brown flecked stone.
Try putting it right here.
There's the camera. Right, see? Aurora needs to keep me right all the time.
Just so you know.
It's quite funny because you know, I'm kind of like your stepmom, but not really like your stepmom.
In title?
I don't even know. But she's way more like my mother than
I am.
Totally. Totally.
I call it the Leo characteristics.
Yeah, she's like always telling me what to do.
In a nice way. I hope.
In a very nice way. And actually, if we ever want to talk about past lives, Aurora was definitely my mother in a past life.
Yeah, that was kind of funny. That was one of the first past lives that you shared with me about
Yeah.
what we had.
Yeah.
We still don't know. We've tried to figure out what our role is,
Yeah.
why we've come together,
Mhm.
and we still haven't quite figured that out.
Well, maybe this is it.
I know. Well, I
This
mean,
is
the
part
whole
of it, for
name
sure.
Aurora and Avalon kind
Yeah.
of just came about in a very odd way.
It was awesome. So yes, picture Jasper for next week. I will tell you all about the properties of it then. And I'm thinking to go along this. I'm not sure. The look might be different for the charms. Like I might make them more with seashells and things like that. I'm not sure. I'll see.
Or some black chain. Black chain would look kind of cool. Have more of a masculine type
Oh,
feel.
that would be nice. Because these are here. Touch. That is kind of like a masculine stone.
Oh yeah, I felt heavy in the fingers there.
But it's so beautiful.
They are. Tell us, do you think like a more masculine looking type charm? I mean, masculine.
Role reversals. Yeah, yeah, I think so. That's definitely part of this.
It could be.
Yeah. I do remember you, my mother-in-law.
I was, or you were?
You were as Aaron Rod.
Oh, do you do?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a funny story
That
because
is
in a
a
past life I was Aryan Rod.
Yeah.
Well, I am. I don't really know the wordings with that, but as
Yeah.
Aryan Rod, that would mean that
Yeah.
I was her mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law. So we
If you-
know
if
that for sure.
You can kind of
So,
like read a little bit of the story online. There's not a whole lot,
yeah.
but
So,
it's quite interesting.
I do have another site, and I talk about a lot of stuff like that. Maybe another time I'll share that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
So also, if there's any topics that you would particularly like us to cover, we are very happy to do so.
That would be
I
great.
think masculine would look great. I agree.
Just
Oh,
a
that's your
different-
cousin, yes?
Yes, that's
Yes.
my cousin. Hi. I haven't seen her since I was 16, but you know,
Okay.
it's so cool that we've
is awesome.
reconnected over something like this. I think that's really cool.
Mhm. And I know Christine is very much into crystals as well.
Mhm.
So, Lisa.
Either masculine or with shells.
Oh, with
Either way,
shells,
hey.
yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a toss-up.
Well, because they're all individualized, we could try a whole bunch of different ones.
Yeah, why don't we do that?
Yeah.
I really just see this with like black.
Yeah.
Some black in there.
Yeah.
Some black chain.
Okay, so talking about mask, I know we probably should finish up, but talking about mask, I got my knuckles wrapped from Mother the other night because when we were doing our live video, on Friday, it was very short because to me, I've never watched another person's live video, right? And to me, it's you make your point, you get it out there, and then you finish.
And I was like, no, let's have some conversation. Let's communicate. Let's
Right.
bond and get to know you guys more.
Right. So then I felt all guilty afterwards because it was like, oh my, I cut that really short. You were giving me all these hints and cues to keep the conversation going, and I'm like, we've done what we were here to do. Let's let these people get on with their evening. So now it's my turn to extend.
Very good. Very good. She's learning. Because I mean, if ever you guys are getting sick of watching us,
Yeah,
you can just turn off your
off
phone. we won't be offended. If we start seeing the numbers dwindle down, we
like,
know
oh,
it's
we're
time.
done.
But the other night, they kept going up. So I was like, I don't want to stop. People are viewing.
I know, I felt bad because there was just people starting to come
That's
on, and
right.
then we're like, we'll see you another night.
Yeah, they're like,
So-
what? I just made my tea.
I know, and then Aurora's like, okay, you need to come and see what live videos look like.
Mhm.
So she showed me, and I was like, oh, you mean people just waffle on about nothing, and people sit and listen? And you're like, yeah, okay, so I don't want to do that too much, but
We're
okay,
not waffling
so-
about nothing. We're talking about crystals. We're having a good time. And please type away. I'd love to see if you guys are like wanting anything.
Okay, so that one was masculine energy. Tell
Okay.
me, what do you think of this one? And there's another piece I might try and give you actually. This one and this one are the same type of crystal. I'm not going to tell you what they're called yet.
I don't know.
Must have Friday night pizza party. Yes.
That might become a new trend.
Yeah.
I know all I'm seeing, and it's a weird vision, and I don't know if it has any type of meaning. All that I keep seeing is a rabbit going through a forest.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know if that has any relevance to it, but I'm trying to like shake that in because it's just my imagination going crazy. But all I feel is like this little innocent rabbit kind of thing,
Mhm.
jumping around, pouncing around the trees in this forest. No feeling really attached to it. So I don't really know what kind of crystal is
It's
it.
a moonstone. So it's a very, very feminine stone, moonstones, and actually rabbits are very associated with the moon, like the snow hares.
Oopsies.
So it could be symbolic meanings. Okay.
Could be.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily feel anything. That's just like.
Yeah. Just like a little.
But I think
visual.
again, because like usually I'll sit there and I just listen to some music and just that's how I tune out.
Yes, it's different when we're.
Well,
when we're
with my
recording.
sensory, right?
Yeah.
I'm a very high sensory. Sensories like bother the heck out of me.
Okay, so we were talking about love stones, like with rose quartz being a love stone. Well, another love stone is rhodochrosite, and I might be my. I don't want to say favorite because I don't want to hurt any of the other rocks' feelings, but when I first held a rhodochrosite, like I say, I'm one person who kind of keeps my emotions locked inside of me, and I held one. Like I was going to purchase a necklace, and there was 2 necklaces, and the girl in the store said to me, "Hold them, and you'll know which one to buy."
Okay.
Okay, so there was one very dainty, pretty one, and then there was a more chunky one, and so my eye was drawn to the very dainty one, right? But I felt nothing with it, and then she put the chunky one in my hand, and I immediately welled up with tears, like it was just so incredible. Like I say, you might not feel it here, but that was the rhodochrosite stone that had done that for me. Like it breaks down all the barriers of your heart. It's quite spendy. Like a little tiny piece like this would cost about $9.
Wow, hey?
Yeah.
But if it helps you in that way, it's totally worth it.
I have them scattered around the house.
Yeah,
I have like a little grid up there. And actually around us tonight I made a little grid
I think I have one
with the clear quartz and rhodochrosites. So
I'd be interested to put on my earphones when I go home and just have the different crystals. Zone out. That's the only way I can do it. It's just like in the shower is typically the best for me.
Yeah.
That's so weird, but it's just the water sound.
Right.
I know no one can disturb me.
Yeah, that's your.
I'm boxed in. I can't think.
Peaceful.
Yeah. My mind's always racing.
Alrighty. Well.
You're so pretty. Well, that's about that. There's not a whole lot else.
We did say last week, it was your brainchild, that we would always finish doing an affirmation.
Yes! How did I forget that? I need to write. Seriously, I have all these planners, and I keep forgetting. I decorate them.
Yeah.
But then I keep forgetting to write these little tidbits down.
Yeah, and I'm terrible. Like, I've got all these journals everywhere, and yet I'll write on a scrap piece of paper.
She didn't even have any Post-its. Like, who doesn't have Post-its?
All my notes, even for tonight, little notes, all written on,
just papers.
Why would I do that when I have all these blank books upstairs? It's ridiculous. So.
All right, so I think that we should do an affirmation, like we said, and say it 3 times. So I think it should be relative to how you're feeling this week. What is your affirmation kind of for the week or the night or whatever you feel that you need?
I think I've got one.
Okay, you start this time.
Okay, so it would be, I totally love and honor myself, since we've been talking about love. Okay, so, what was that, sorry? I remember and have mine. Oh, good for you, Lisa. Lisa remembers and has her ready.
Perfect.
Okay, so, I totally love and honor myself. And sometimes honoring yourself means, like, speaking your truth. So that could be where you're asked to do something and you really don't want to do it. So your truth would have to come out and say, you'd have to say no.
Right.
Like you have to honor yourself. Okay, so I totally love and honor myself. I totally love and honor myself. I totally love and honor myself.
That was beautiful. I always get welly. I'm such an emotional person. I always well up inside and kind of yeah. Well, my affirmation, and it's kind of, I almost feel stuck saying it, but it's totally relevant, and you know me so well, and so I will share it.
Yeah.
It kind of makes me well, you know how I am.
Yeah.
Anyways, I should say that I am worthy to be listened to.
Okay.
Do you know, that one's really hard for me. I struggle. But anyways, so I am worthy to listen to. I am worthy to listen to. I am worthy to listen to. And that to me just means that I have good things to say that people will want to hear what I have to say too.
You most definitely do. I have learned so much from you.
Why, thank you. I seriously feel like this is so embarrassing. Okay.
No.
I'm good.
And that is why we do them, because it is a true statement.
Mm-hmm.
But we've been taught to be so modest in ways that we don't need to be modest. We need to be honest.
That's right.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right. And on that note, I think we will say goodnight to you and give you all our love. Like, thank you so much for being there for us and joining us tonight. It means a lot to us.
Good luck with your week ahead, and
yes,
stay true to your affirmation.
Yes, absolutely.
When you're feeling down, you need a little reminder, come onto our website or our Facebook page.
Yeah,
we're there.
You bet. And we will chat again on Friday night.
Yep, maybe pizza night.
Yeah, it might be if we're scrambling for time again.
Or I'll get my husband to make yummy chili.
Oh gosh, that'd be wonderful.
Aw, okay. You're so welcome.
Aw. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.